Hello there, gang, and welcome to another episode of Displaying Model Behaviour, the Earth's mightiest action figure video podcast. So take off your pants, crack a beer, and let's talk toys. Let's talk about the nerdy news that you need to know about. It's the only news that matters. It's good news. And on today's show, killer clowns are coming to your console, Hulu raises hell in October, and Warner Brothers holds a funeral for Batgirl. But as you know, here at Model Behaviour, action figures always come first, or sometimes not at all. So let's not stand on ceremony. Mr. Wayne, let's talk about him. First up, Todd McFarlane is back at it once again with more McFarlane DC Page Punchers. Wave 2 this time. And we're going to go over to Injustice World, I suppose. That sounds like a really lame theme park. So we are getting Injustice Batman. And we are, of course we're getting another Batman, because I was a bit worried when I went to Forbidden Planet. There were only 86 McFarlane Batmen on the shelves, and I was like, whew, I'm getting a little worried. Like, after we sell all of these, and then all the ones in storage, and then all the ones in the warehouse, we're only going to have 18,000 different Batmen left. Don't worry, we're getting an Injustice Batman, and look, to be fair, you got to be fair to Flair, and you got to be fair to McFarlane. It looks alright. It's a decent, fun, armoured Batman. But, not that different from, for example, the Arkham City Batman that's coming out soon. But if you want a Batman for all seasons and the rest, then you can get this guy. But also, we're getting Green Arrow, Oliver Queen. And I don't think we've had a McFarlane Ollie Queen yet. Oh, Quinn? Queen, isn't it? It is Oliver Queen. Stop me if I'm wrong, I know you will. So it's nice to see a different character. And yes, it's the Injustice version, but come on, he's a Green Archer. Close enough. And again, it's the Errol Flynn type Green Arrow. So that's actually kind of fun. What are the other Page Punchers going to be? I don't know, but stay tuned and maybe we'll find out. Now, this is one that really caught my eye. Hasbro Power Rangers Street Fighter mashup. Oh, I didn't know this was coming. Didn't know it was a thing that I wanted. Lo and behold, yeah, it really is. These look so cool. First of all, we got Ryu mashed up with the White Ranger. And it looks like a match made in heaven. Like, when I first saw the images, my brain was like, yeah, that's what that should look like. And then I realized, like, wait, I'm seeing this for the first time. What is this? It looks like a perfect representation of exactly what your brain would amalgamate these two characters into being. It's like everything about each costume just fits together so well. The white with Ryu's belt and the red and just everything incorporated. It just works. It just aesthetically, from a viewpoint of design, it's just cool. It's very satisfying to my eyes to see. I think it looks wicked. And it should be, because it's going to cost the best part of $40. And that is where I'm like, I'm out. It's too rich for my blood. And that's, look, I know that I buy high-end figures as well, but it's just, this is a relatively small scale, not small scale, but 6-inch, and it's like a plastic figure. And I'm like, nah, just a little bit too steep for me. Especially, like, I just got Select Hulk the other day for 30 quid, and he's a big, heavy, hefty boy. So even though this comes with some beautiful flame effects and fireball effects and stuff, it looks gorgeous, but little bit too steep. And he's not the only one, though, because that's the thing. I think, well, if I get one, I'm going to want to get the other, and suddenly this becomes a very expensive collection. We've got Chun-Li as well. Chun-Li mashed up with, I guess, the Blue Ranger. So again, it's another beautiful design choice, style, collaboration. All these different elements just fit together so well. They look wicked. The only thing that's missing, I think, from these are unmasked heads. Where's the Ryu unmasked head? Where's the Chun-Li unmasked heads? Those would be really fun to be able to have those. And then they would full on look like morphorized Street Fighter characters, which, they are, but it'd be lovely to have those human heads there too. What else is going to be in this wave? I don't know, but I'm very excited to find out, even if I just get to view them from afar. That's good enough for me. Speaking of big chunky select boys, we have got some new official images of Beta Ray Bill going up for pre-order in some places now, I think. I haven't seen him for pre-order in the UK yet, but you better believe I'm going to be checking out when it comes available. Should apparently be hitting store shelves in January. I mean, we'll see, but those are the tentative dates that I've heard. But he looks so good. He's huge. I mean, he's not going to scale great with Marvel Legends if you are going to be strict like that. But I'm willing to let it go. Just to have a giant bonkers Norse horse with the huge big red mohawk and the beautiful metallic armor and the spinning hammer effect and all that stuff looks wicked. There were rumors he was going to have a different head, or there were some photos with like an open and closed mouth. And apparently that's not the case. It is just one head, but I don't care. He looks really great, and he's going to be like $30, I imagine, because the brand new Apocalypse, he's retailing for $30, Hulk was $30. That seems to be the select price point. God bless him, because that's going to be a big old heavy chunk of plastic there. So yeah, as soon as he becomes available in the UK, you better believe I'm going to put down a pre-order for him, because he looks the bomb. Bring on the Norse horse. A little Ghost Rider reminder now has gone live for pre-orders. Not going to linger on this because I did a whole separate video. Thank you, Hasbro, for those announcements, because clicky click click. Every time Hasbro announce a new figure, I'm like, oh, I gotta go and make a video because they get a lot of views. Hasbro, just if you could give me a heads up when you're going to do it, though. I was actually at the gym when they announced Ghost Rider. Someone sent me a picture and I was like, oh, come on. I've only just warmed up. And I literally jumped in the car, raced home, made the video, then went back to the gym. This is my life. But hey, it's a stupid job, but someone's got to do it. Am I right? Or else what are you going to do? Find out about action figures by yourselves? Impossible. Going back over to McFarlane now, they have shown more images, prices, and release dates for their Darktide figures. So these are going to be $20 each, as we would expect. And oh my goodness, I'm not a big McFarlane fan. I'm really not. But value for money as far as the amount of heft and plastic you're getting for your money, I can't fault them. These look like big, nicely sculpted, badass characters. And for $20, that's a good deal right there. They're going to be hitting store shelves around about October time. I don't know anything about the Warhammer 40k lore, but I mean, these guys, to my eye, look straight out of Wolfenstein. I think that's really, really fun. So they're not my kind of cup of tea. Don't do nothing for me, but if they do something for you, you can add them to your shelves in October. I don't know why I'm talking like this. Oh, can't stand it. I know you planned it. Super 7 planned it with some Beastie Boys figures in their sabotage gear. I think these look super fun. Beastie Boys, that's my 90s right there. Growing up, a little bit of Intergalactic. That just dominated the charts in the mid-90s. It was a good time to be alive, and Super 7 are going to immortalize the Beastie Boys in not even 7-inch form, like the reaction size. So yay big. I guess. Very basic looking figures, but that's what makes them kind of kitsch and camp and quirky, so I can appreciate that. Again, actually, not for me, but I still like the look of it, They're going to be going for $17.99, so at least it's a reduced price for a reduced style figure. And they're going to be released at some point later this year. I don't have an official date yet. Why? Because the proper websites, they don't have an official release date yet. And I just glean all my information from them. So if they ain't telling me, I sure as heck ain't telling you. Pre-orders are live for the Hot Toys Grand Inquisitor figure. $275 to immortalize one of the dumbest Disney shows that they've put out, well, since the start of the streaming platform, really. I'm sorry, Obi-Wan was just nonsense. Utter guff. It angers me. I'm just, okay, you know what? I want to show pictures of the Inquisitor because Hot Toys put a lot of work into these things and they do look beautiful. But there's no point in me describing it because you're looking at it. So instead, I'll just say that Obi-Wan was one of the most poorly written, ill-conceived, laziest loads of utter tripe that I have ever seen. At least some Star Wars things, like Last Jedi was toilet water. Honestly, it was. But they had a vision. It was a stupid vision, but at least it was a vision. Obi-Wan was gotta make an Obi-Wan show, I guess. When's it due? Oh, it's due tomorrow. But we haven't done anything. Nothing. Oh yeah, should have been working on that sooner. Ah well, we'll just fart out anything. Do the CGI people know what the actors are going to be doing? Like, not really. We'll just mash it all together. Throw in some lightsabers. Put Darth Vader in. People will love it then. Yeah, some did. Not this guy. Not this guy. Beast Kingdom are giving us a DAH medieval Spider-Man. And this just looks kind of beautiful. I previewed this. I personally previewed this. No, I copied some pictures from Comic-Con a couple of weeks ago, and they were showing off this and some Iron Man figures as well. But these are the official, hey, check these out type pictures of this medieval Spider-Man. Love the fact they're kind of harkening back to the Iron Spider design. Got a couple of like Waldo type things going on there. Just super cool. It should be, because he's going to retail for $159.99. It's a lot of quiche. And also he's going to be coming out third quarter of 2023, so at least you got some time to save up for him. You're going to need to, but look at all the metal, the sheen, the glimmer, the glisten, the gleam. It looks really, really pretty, but also just a little, like bigger than your 6-inch, you know? I'd have happily knocked a few quid off the price and taken a smaller one, so it would go in with the 6-inch kind of style. This is more sort of 8-inch-ish, give or take. Like he's big. So if you're having him stand alone or with the other figures from this line that are going to be coming out, that'll look great. But don't think you can go mashing him up into a Spider-Verse. No, it's not going to work. You're dreaming, mate. You're dreaming. But if you want a great standalone collection in this sort of middle-of-the-road kind of size and scale, then yeah, the actual work that's gone into this, it looks pretty beautiful. Speaking of Beast Kingdom, you know what? They realised there is a problem in this world. That being that sometimes some crimes go slipping through the cracks. But don't worry, because these two gumshoes are picking up the slack. It's Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. And I gotta say, I love the look of these guys. This is my childhood right here. Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. That wasn't bad, actually. I'm a terrible singer, but I think that was okay to my ear. Yeah, these look really, really cool. Again, it's going to be expensive. These are high-end sort of figures. So these guys, let me glance down at my notes. $80, third quarter of next year. So again, more time to save up if you want to immortalize the two little chipmunks. I never realized when I was a kid that the designs, the clothing, are based entirely on Indiana Jones and Magnum P.I. I think that's really fun. I think Indiana Jones, I kind of realized, but I didn't pick up that Dale with the Hawaiian shirt was totally Tom Selleck Magnum P.I. I think that's really, really fun. But yeah, these guys look awesome. Again, that's an expenditure I'm not going to go for personally, but I like showing them off, and these are worth showing off. Going over to Mafex now, and they are just trying to cater to all my obsessions. Mafex, you're trying to win me over. You know, if you want me to say nice things about your products, but all you have to do is just send me them for free, and then I'll do that. So many companies don't realize that is an option. Yeah, I'll sell out in a heartbeat. Give me a Robocop, and I'll be like, oh my god, guys, you need to buy this. It's the best. So yeah, although actually, since I don't have it in hand, and I'm not being given the chance to shill for Mafex, I'll say I don't know about this. Because actually, I've got my heart set on the Hiya one. The Hiya toys, that's going to be my Robocop. This one, Mafex, is like, it's hit and miss as to whether or not their style sort of works for different characters. Like, the Gambit I've got, perfect. But their Psylocke, like, sometimes it doesn't always kind of work. And for Alex Murphy in Robocop form, I think it might do, because he is like robotic and it's armored, so I think that might lend itself more to their design kind of style and aesthetics. But hey, time's gonna tell. The pictures look nice. I think the Peter Weller face works pretty well. So we don't have an official release date or even a pre-order price for these yet. But you know, Mafex are normally kind of $80 or so. They're imports, they're expensive, but the whole package is always kind of nice. So stay tuned, and when I find out more, I'm gonna let you know. But that's not all with Mafex. Like I said, they're mining my obsessions, and we are getting battle-damaged Terminator. Robocop and Terminator, my two absolute favorite icons. Boom, gotta love it. But again, I don't think I necessarily need this. I used to have the NECA Terminator, and I was like, I'm a NECA Terminator. I'm Arnold Schwarzenegger. Try to beat me up and then a biggie with my Sega. Jump around. Anyone? No? Jump up and get down. My talents are wasted on you lot. So yes, battle damaged T800. The Arnold likeness looks good. Everything, like it looks cool. It looks decent. Again, probably going to be about $80. We still don't know. No further information. Pictures look nice. It's nice that they've got the thumb going up there as well. Good little accessory. So yeah, when I find out more, I'm going to let you know. In the meantime, we can look at the pretty pictures. Hasbro keep teasing their starting lineup figures, these basketball figures, and like, yo, this means nothing to me. I don't know. I was gonna say basketball. That's generous. I don't know sports at all, so that I'm not going to be able to really comment on that. That's going to go straight past my radar. However, the fact that they're doing a standalone basketball hoop, that's actually kind of fun. Like, if you just want to have that as a prop, as an accessory, if you're a toy photographer, then you know people are going to do all sorts of really fun things with, like, you know, Iron Man and the Hulk playing basketball and stuff. That's cool. That's actually really wicked. So I think even if you're not into basketball, or you know, the actual sport, having the net as a prop, I think a lot of people will probably go for it just for that. Me personally, though, yeah, that doesn't really mash my potatoes. But stay tuned and I'll tell you more as I find out. Speaking of Hiya toys, as I was earlier about Robocop, remember that? They have shown pictures of their 1/18th scale Judge Dredd Mean Machine figure, and this just looks kind of fun. Judge Dredd is always kind of a funny property with me. It's like I've had an interest. I like the sort of the style, the aesthetic, but I never read the comics. But that Carl Urban movie, damn, Mama's not the law, I'm the law. Goosebumps, man. Come on, give us another Dredd sequel. I want to manifest it into existence. Mean Machine looks kind of fun. Only 1/18th scale, so not 6-inch scale. Higher, there's such teasers. They're always like, these things that you want? Yes, we will give them to you, but we're going to give them smaller. Are we going to do 6-inch scale? Eventually. And yeah, they probably will do, but they're putting out the 1/18th scale first. And yeah, he looks fine. Mean Machine's a fun character. I love cyborgs. Cyborgs always look cool and badass. And this guy has a fun gimmick where he like turns up the dial on his head, depending on like how mean or vicious he wants to be or how violent he wants to be. That's a fun little gimmick. So yeah, check him out. And that does it for action figure news, but we're not done yet with news in general. We got some more TV, movies, games, all that kind of good stuff. First of all, a little bit of sad news. There was a dream project in the works. Bruce Timm was putting together a new Batman cartoon for HBO Max, and the ideas, the concept, like it just looked like the dream project for all of us 90s kids who grew up with 90s Batman, the best Batman animated series, arguably the best animated series, some might say. And unfortunately, HBO are like, actually, we're not going to do that. So the project is not dead in the water, but it's lost its home, basically. So apparently, Bruce Timm and the gang, they're shopping this project around to different networks. Hopefully someone's going to pick them up. I mean, look, you see the stuff that Netflix puts out? Anything! So come on, Netflix, give us Batman. Well, actually, no, Netflix is going to be like probably in competition with, I don't know how things work. Either way, for now, our dreams of a new Batman animated series in the style of the 90s classic have been slightly dashed, but fingers crossed, it's not the end of the road yet. Now, this is a real project for the 80s kids that came out of nowhere. Announced on Gamescom this year, we got a trailer for Killer Klowns from Outer Space, the game. So wonderfully random and bizarre. I mean, this is a B-movie classic. Comedy, horror, utter nonsense. This looks like one of those multiplayer shooters type, you know how it is, 1 against 5 or whatever. It could be fun. I don't really play these online games. I've been wanting to, like the Friday the 13th one looked cool, Predator Hunting Grounds, like all those kinds of things. One of these days I'll get into these and give them a go. Do you play these games? Comment below, let me know, because there's obviously a huge following, because so many of them seem to be getting put out. Killer Klowns, I mean, it must have cost them like $1.50 for the license. I can't imagine it's like a, incredibly sort of sought after. So kudos for someone taking a chance on this title, and maybe it'll be good fun. At last, HBO have premiered the first episode of House of the Dragon. And just quick little capsule review. Yeah, I'm kind of on board with this so far. So far, so good. The standards were so rock bottom at the end of Game of Thrones that it's like anything that's not terrible. And this was not terrible. It's promising. I think all the characters, the actors, like they're all engrossing enough. Very pretty. You can see all the budget. up there on screen. This is a lot of money has been spent. And the general reviews seem to be pretty much the same, going, yeah, I could get on board with this. You know, typical Game of Thrones, lots of scheming, twisting, double dealing, all that sort of stuff. And already I feel like I need to have a pen and paper being like, writing down the notes of like, okay, this is that person, they're related to that person, they're double crossing this person, they're having sex with that person, but they really want this person. It's like, you're going to need a score sheet. But still, I'm interested to follow this. Let's see how the rest of the series pans out. And as one new show starts, another one finishes. Better Call Saul is now over, and wow, the entire Breaking Bad saga is over, and it's just beautiful, man. Just absolutely beautiful. I just wanted to take this little second to say thank you, everyone involved with this TV show, for giving me a TV show to obsess over since, geez, what, 2012, 2013? When did Breaking Bad start? Long ass time ago. A lot has changed in that time, but Better Call Saul wrapped up with a fantastic, heartfelt, just beautiful finale. The entire series is a masterpiece. If you haven't seen it, do yourself a favor, go and watch Better Call Saul. It really is one of the best things going today, or going yesterday. Hopefully something else will fill the void. Maybe Rings of Power. Yeah, I know, I'm kidding. And wrapping up the TV reviews quickly, She-Hulk. Episode 2 is out as I record this, but I haven't watched it yet. But episode 1, I gotta say, pleasantly surprised. I had a good time with it, and that's all I needed. I didn't think it was particularly funny. They're like, oh, this is the first Marvel comedy. Is it? I mean, it had a couple of lines where I was like, oh, that was a joke. But hey, look, even if it didn't have me guffawing or rolling in the aisles, it was still entertaining, especially because clock's in at about a half hour. When those credits rolled, I was like, huh, I didn't check my watch once. And normally that's my routine for watching a Marvel show, is I'll be like, okay, 10 minutes in, how much longer of this is left? With She-Hulk, I was like, oh dang, we're finished. And gotta say, I'm terrible with names, of course, but the lady who plays She-Hulk, really likable. I dig her. She's just, well, yeah, I said it already. Likeable. She's charismatic. She's not all, yeah. And I thought if you pitched it to me as, oh yeah, she's like the Hulk, but she's better at everything, I'd be like, wow, that's a really unlikable character. Where's the arc? Where's the journey? It's like, what, you're just instantly good at everything. But there is a nice sort of explanation as to how and why this works and why Bruce struggled so much where she's not. And I think that's really clever, but we need some adversity. It can't all just be like, oh, well, this is a problem. Oh, no, it's not. I've solved it because I'm great. There's got to be some adversity for your character to have to overcome. That's the hero's journey. But right now, I'm really interested to see where it goes. I'm, like I said, pleasantly surprised. She-Hulk, that was a good time. Also revealed at Gamescom, or maybe it wasn't revealed, I don't know, but it was revealed to me, was Dune Awakening, a massively multiplayer online role-playing game, a survival-type game. This looks fun. I dig Dune. I dig hard sci-fi. I'm kind of a nerd in that regard. Yeah, just in that regard. I'm super cool in every other respect, obviously. So yeah, I'm going to be very interested in seeing how this pans out. I really, really enjoyed the Dune movie. I thought that was wicked, huge, big, massive scale. If they can kind of focus that into a massively multiplayer online game, yeah, I think that could be a huge project. Hopefully they can stick the landing, but hey, we'll wait and see. You want something mean, nasty, twisted, and scary in time for Halloween? Well, don't worry, Hulu's got you covered with their new Hellraiser TV show premiering October 7th. I dig Hellraiser. Again, big old horror fan. Cosmic horror, weird body horror, all that kind of cool stuff. All the like nasty sort of like skin crawly sort of things. Yeah, I'm down to clown with that. So this apparently is rated R for like super nasty, gory. This is not for kids, okay? Model Behaviour is a family-friendly channel, but this one is a recommendation just for those over 18, okay? So if you got Hulu, if you want something creepy, kooky, not kooky, this isn't the Addams Family, but actually I saw some pictures from the new Addams Family. Catherine Zeta-Jones, man. And yeah, I think that entire cast looks really, really good. I'm looking forward to seeing that. Anyway, what was I talking about? Hellraiser! Yeah, check it out, October 7th. Should be a good time. Not for any of the characters, but for us, it would be great. This is an interesting little reveal announcement. Disney Plus are developing a King Kong TV show. King Kong ain't got nothing on me! I'm down for this. I love King Kong as a franchise. I cried like a baby when I watched the black and white one. Like, it gets you, man. Giant apes. That's right there. So what are Disney going to do with it? No idea. But I'm interested. King Kong is one of those interesting franchises where the rights are very dubious, because obviously we've got Legendary's Monsterverse, but Kong's sort of out of copyright, but apparently there are some things. I don't know. The bottom line is, though, Disney are able to make a TV show, so they're developing it, and hey, I'm interested. So when I find out more, I'm wrapping up every story like this today. I gotta stop doing that. But it is true. When I find out more, I'm gonna tell you. And finally, even though the Batgirl movie may be dead, Warner Brothers are apparently putting her to rest slowly and painfully. It's not even like, well, that's it now. No, they are apparently doing, from what we hear, the scuttlebutt, some private screenings of the movie for the people who were involved in making it, which I guess is at least kind of a decent thing to do. I suppose if I spent like 3 years of my life making a movie that somebody just went, nope, I'd be like, can I at least see it? So apparently that's what's happening behind closed doors at Warner Brothers, is anyone involved in the Batgirl movie is at least being given the chance to sit down and go, well, let's watch this part of my life that apparently will account for nothing. That does really suck. I feel so bad for the folks involved in that movie, even if it wasn't great. Like, I would have been curious to have seen it, but I mean, there's every chance in the world that it would have come out, and I might not have bothered. You know, so it's no real skin off my nose, but I would have liked to have seen Michael Keaton doing his thing and all that sort of stuff. So it's a real shame, but yeah, apparently if you live near the Warner Brothers lot, I suppose, sneak past the security guard, go past the water tower where Wacko, Yakko and Dot are, you can sneak inside, you might be able to catch a screening of the Batgirl movie. Good luck with that. And guys, that does it for Good News for today. Wow, this was kind of an epic one, but it had been a little while. I was waiting for the news to build up and then I could just, just do it all. So guys, what did you think about the stories I covered? Comment below, let me know. And if you like what you see here and you want to see more, then you know what you gotta do. You gotta join the 6-1 clicks by clicking the like, share, and subscribe buttons. So folks, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, keep displaying model behavior.
If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And also, go over to the Patreon and throw some money at Dave. He would like that. Or stay here on YouTube and get yourself a YouTube channel membership. Those are good too. And also go over to Instagram and join that and the Facebook group. Oh, he's got loads of stuff. They're all in the check the link in the description below. And get a t-shirt. Not enough people are buying t-shirts. And also, if you want to see Dave's other channels, then there is displaying Miscellaneous Behaviour and Model Behaviour Wrestling. All the links are down there in the description. Just go look at them. Alright, see ya. It's no door that way. Just bye. Cup of coffee. Big time.